Cancel the U2 concert.
Boy, oh boy, did I have a great tirade.
Don't fucking do it. This should be like a 1.5 point line.
Oh, they just scored again.
I think he's the clear-cut winner.
That's the only good move.
That's it.
Welcome to the Thielet and Graves podcast. I'm Thielet.
I'm Graves, and we're just two dudes like yapping about sports.
Welcome back to the Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And we're just two dudes that like to yap about sports. Well, today is a special day. It is What the Hell Are the Steelers Doing Monday. We are currently about, an hour and a half post-trade.
Yeah, I'd say about an hour and a half.
We'll get into it. First, we're going to do a brief rundown of the MLB per usual. Talk about the battling Buccos. And then we'll jump into the NFL where you'll get our reactions about the Steelers and some more stuff that's coming out soon. And then we'll dive into the NHL because it was a big week this week.
And it's about to be an even bigger one.
So let's dive into it. Let's get started with the MLB. Who are these Pittsburgh Pirates?
I don't know, but I love it.
I mean, granted, the Mets are on a downward spiral right now.
Like, badly.
Yes. They held a players-only meeting after this Saturday loss. Granted, they lost really bad.
They lost 9-2, which was the most runs they scored in a single game this entire series, by the way.
Yes. We scored, it was 30-4 was the run differential for this weekend.
Ridiculous. Now, I'm sure we still have a negative run differential, but...
Oh, we definitely do. But the thing about it, well, we won't score any more runs for the next week. I'm calling it. I just been our luck.
Well, come on. We don't have that bad of a schedule.
How about Brian Hayes being on the chopping block right now?
Is he on the chopping block?
That's why he's heating up. He's on the chopping block for trade rumors.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Here we go again. Another player getting traded for.
I still want them to
change.
I still want them to ship out Tommy Pham, even though he's actually playing ball.
Yeah, 2 home runs in 5 days. Thought I'll never hear those words.
He's swinging his bat.
Yeah.
What?
He's actually using the big stick that he has in his hand.
Yeah. All right, so looking ahead at our schedule for this coming week, we've got the Redbirds in town this week, and then we head out west to take on the Mariners this weekend. So, interesting schedule.
Yes.
But
Mariners is
going to be tough because,
yeah.
Well, Cal Raleigh's going to hit like 700 freaking bombs on us.
Yes.
Because he doesn't seem to stop.
No. But the Cardinals, let's see. Today is
Eric Fetty versus Andrew Heaney.
And then tomorrow is National Skiing Day, isn't it?
Is it?
Did they announce it yet?
Oh, this isn't a 3-day thing. It is Andre Palante versus Mr. Paul Skeens.
I was going to say, I know Skiing Day was every Tuesday now.
Yeah, and then we'll finish it off with Sonny Gray versus Mitch Keller.
That's not going to be a half-bad series. Yeah. I think we should be able to win that series and split with the Mariners over the weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we don't lose to the Mariners.
And then we got 2 weeks until the All-Star break.
Yeah. Who's front runner for Pirates All-Star? I think we know.
Yeah, it is pretty obvious, Isaac.
It's Mr. Paul Skeens.
No, it's David Bednar. What are you talking about? I'm joking. It's Skeens.
Honestly, with the way Bednar's been playing, he might get a couple.
It's going to be Skeens and Reynolds just like every year. It's going to be the two that's down there.
Is it going to be B-Ray?
It might be B-Ray.
Or is it gonna be O'Neal Cruz?
No, not the way he's been playing in the field. That's what's hindering. He's hitting a crap ton of home runs. I would love to see him in the home run derby and taking batting practice like that. It would be entertaining.
It'd be fun.
It would be very entertaining.
But then again, Cal Raleigh's probably gonna win the
home run
derby.
Ronald Acuna's playing in the home run derby this year. He announced that today.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, well, let's just dive into it. Let's go to the NFL. Before we talk about the current Steelers, let's talk about some former Steelers. We got 2 in our docket to talk about. Former we are going to talk about a former Pitt boy coming up soon.
Yeah.
Former Pittsburgh Steelers receiver George Pickens bails on youth camp after previous agreement.
Child.
Yeah, that's bad. How can you leave the kids who were expecting you to come and be in this camp, then just bail because you're not with the team anymore?
Dude, like you're What is it with us and Devo wide receivers?
Luckily, Pat Fryerman stepped up and did the camp.
because Pat Freiermuth is a good person
Yeah, very good person.
and not a literal child.
Yeah. And talking about freedom endowments, let's talk about Deontay Johnson.
That is literally a child.
All right, I'm pulling up
Yeah. So I don't know if you read any of this,
a little bit of it.
but he said he didn't want to be on the field because he was cold. Bud.
You played 3 years in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You are about to. This isn't like this is a rookie or anything. He's about to go in his 7th year in the NFL.
Sorry, he played 4 years in Pittsburgh.
5? I think it was 5.
It was a long time.
It was a while.
So long enough for you to be used to the cold up here.
Yeah.
And buddy, you're playing in Cleveland now. It's only gonna get colder.
The only warm-ish place you played was Houston, and they have an indoor stadium.
And he's only there for 2 weeks.
2 minutes, basically. Like, dude, get your shit together. Like, stop being a jackwad. Like,
It was so funny too because back when he wanted his first contract, he wanted the clown type of money, and now he's just turning into the clown.
yeah, pretty much.
Apparently he says Kenny Pickett's gonna be a starter over there. So
And then he's gonna bitch in 5 seconds when Kenny Pickett doesn't throw him the ball.
yeah, because he doesn't use Deontay Johnson. He didn't do
Because
it here.
Well, Jerry Jeudy is a much better receiver than he is,
Much better receiver.
and he's not an asshole.
Yeah,
So,
he's quiet in the media,
yeah.
which is nice. Well, I mean, he wasn't when he was in Denver. Well, that's because
No, but
Steve Smith Sr. started stuff. But
yeah.
all right, well, let's get into the current Steelers. We're gonna talk about a trade that just went down.
Yeah, a while ago.
Oh, it happened.
Yeah. So, pulling up the complete trade, it is Jalen Ramsey is a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Happy about that.
That sounds great. That's
That's
really
great.
And Jonnu Smith is also a Pittsburgh Steeler. Okay. I mean,
we have 3 tight ends already. This is our 4th.
we don't really need another tight end, but sure. Miami can cap dump him. Fine.
We pick up a 7th round draft pick, but then this is what we gave up.
The return.
We gave up all-pro safety Minkah Fitzpatrick to the Miami Dolphins, where he was originally drafted.
No, he was drafted in Pittsburgh.
No, drafted in Miami. We traded for him in 2019, pick 11 for round 1 by Miami.
Shit, he was drafted by Miami. I could have sworn he was drafted by.
Nope.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
Yes, so he's going back to Miami for the return. It's this is just we're doing all this just to win one playoff game, if that.
To probably win none. They'll probably win 9 games.
We have 4 tight ends.
Yeah.
Why do we need 4 tight ends? Granted, the one out of the 4 doesn't really play.
Yeah.
He plays fullback most of the time, which is crazy that we still even have a fullback position because that's not needed in the NFL anymore.
It's really not. Also, I don't know how long this signing happened, but we don't have DeMonte KZ anymore.
No,
he signed with the Falcons.
So now our backfield for our safeties is
Deshaun Elliott.
Sean Elliott, happy with him.
Yeah.
Great ball player. And then I think the last kid, the name of the kid is Thornton. Like he's like a 2nd-year player. He's
not Jumbo Joe.
No. It's what are we doing?
I don't know.
I mean, granted, let's just hope we scratch, I think, $18 million off the cap between Ramsey's contract and Minkah's hit for this year. So, is that to save up room for this rumored $40.1 million contract that's about to hit our books for what?
Maybe.
By the way, what a petty number. 40.1 per year.
I mean,
Because
he deserves as much as he's asking for.
Well, it's petty because Garrett makes 40 a year. 40.1. Yeah, it's pretty funny. That's the rumor number that's going out for TJ Watt at the moment.
I'd pay that man $100 million a year.
Oh, for sure. He sets the whole tone in the defense.
Yeah.
Now, granted, was the Jalen Ramsey's announcement of going to the Steelers, his video, tough. Top tier. It was insane. I'm not happy. I am not happy.
No.
You know what we don't have? A fucking second receiver.
Nope. We have DK Metcalf and guys.
We have no other receiver. How is Aaron Rodgers supposed to do something with only one guy?
Here's what I don't understand. Was Jalen Waddle not on the trading block?
Yeah, I thought him and Tyreek were both on the trading block or been rumored for being traded.
I mean, I don't really want Tyreek here. He's a great receiver, but he's done some really stupid shit.
Yeah, but he is in Miami.
Yeah.
So I think I wouldn't mind him being the sub out for Jonnu Smith. Be like, hey, we'll give you Minka if you let us have Ramsey.
But, like, DK Metcalf and Jalen Waddle as your 1 and 2 would be fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
Like,
and if we're going all in, then what are we sitting on our hands for?
I don't. Words.
Well, this is our apparent all-in move, is that we were in talks with former Clayton Bear, former Pitt Panther legend, by the way, Tyler Boyd. He came out on June 29th, which is yesterday.
Yesterday.
And he said he will absolutely play for the Steelers. Thinks he has a few more years left in him.
I mean, he's more of a 3 than a 2, but
yes,
he can be a 2.
He can be a 2 if he has DK on the other side. Granted, he's a good receiver.
Yeah.
He plays his role very well.
Does have an injury history.
Yes.
But that can be worked with. And he's willing to take a hometown discount.
Yes.
So
he's going to have to.
Yeah.
He's going to have to. There's no way about it, because before we get this second receiver, we need to sign Watt right now.
Yeah, enough fucking around.
Yeah, like this needs to be a done deal. I mean, Twitter's been blowing up that there's something else down the pipeline.
Great.
Dorian Dickerson says that he is pretty sure the Steelers aren't done yet, and he works for the fan, so you never know what he hears.
Lovely. Lovely.
Jalen Ramsey's going to be playing the corner position. I mean, the nickel position.
Yeah.
So, I don't see...
And then Joey's going to be playing in the slot mostly.
Mostly. No. He'll be out wide.
Oh, yeah.
Because Darius Slay will be on the other side.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, top-tier DB room. Joey Porter, Darius Slay, and now Jalen Ramsey. Happy with that.
And Deshaun Elliott is not half bad either.
No, he's not. So we'll see. We'll see.
Just, we had the best safety in the entire league, and now he's gone.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through just trying to see if there's something else down the pipe.
He's going to fail in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to fail.
He's going to fail. The Miami's defense is not built the same way as the Steelers were. Justin Simmons is still a free agent.
Please.
Why am I blanking on him? He's not a...
He was a stud in Atlanta last year.
Yeah, he's a safety, right?
Yeah.
He's only 31.
Yeah.
So he's not that old.
Is Jesse Bates still under contract?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's still there. And it could be a nice little cheap pickup to help out. Oh.
What's happening?
Okay, well, we're going to jump back to the MLB real quick.
Oh, what just happened?
There was a report that the Phillies and Pirates have had trade conversations about closer David Bednar and setup Dennis Santana. The feeling is Philly could want both in a deal.
What? For both our closers?
Yeah.
What the hell will we get in return?
Well, it's not. There's no deal yet, but it's.
What the fuck? Okay. Don't do it. No.
No.
Don't do it. We need a closer. Hello.
Unless it's a bat. Unless it's a very good bat.
I mean, Alec Boehm? Maybe? No. There's no way.
Oh my gosh! Now Miami's looking for another tight end. Of course, they're looking for a tight end. They just lost theirs.
This is a day.
This has been a crazy afternoon.
Yeah, we're 21 minutes into the afternoon, which is the funny thing.
And we already have Pirate rumors coming out. Steelers did a dumb decision. Najee Harris is already on the trade radar already.
He just signed with the Chargers.
Yeah, it's just all a thing. He's on the trade radar.
Oh my god.
Um,
It's NHL free agency.
NHL free agency tomorrow.
My
I love
God.
sports. I thought we were.
My God.
Oh, and here's another NFL rumor. Former Vikings and Cowboys Stephon Gilmore reportedly interested in the Dolphins, Cowboys, and the Saints. Per CCBS.
It never ends.
It just never. Oh, and then Deshaun Watson could be leaving the Browns. That's also a thing.
To go to jail?
No.
Damn it.
Tom Pelissino says Dolphins are not in conversation. But how much more do they have to give away? And what tight end?
I don't know. Are they trying to blow the team up?
Tyreek Hill just posted something really funny. You remember the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
GIF of Will Smith, and there's nothing left in the house, and he's looking left and right.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill just posted that with a crying emoji.
Nice.
This just does not.
Wow.
Whoa. Shefty just said everyone just assumes that TJ Watt and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to figure out things out. I don't think they are very close to a deal right now. Adam Shefty.
Oh, great.
But who knows? He never gets the Steelers right.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're still on the prediction train. It is time to predict the AFC West. Yeah. All right.
I'm just so over football already. It's not even f***ing August yet. But we're currently in June 30th.
Yeah.
Thank God for the 4th is this weekend.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started with the Kansas City Chiefs.
These guys.
All
right.
I don't think they're going to be great this year.
They're not going to be as good as they were in years past, but they're still going to be a good team because they're still the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is still their quarterback.
Yeah. So
their defense is still going to be spectacular.
Yeah, well, because it's Spags, that's why.
Yeah. All right, week 1 in Brazil against the Chargers. Why are we playing on that field again? What is this?
Well, yeah, and on top of this, why are we putting a week 1 top matchup in Brazil?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and give the Chiefs the win.
Yeah, that's a Chiefs win. Just please, nobody die on the slip and slide.
Yes, please.
Don't do that.
Because I don't want one of my fantasy football players dying again on the field.
Yeah, because we had Jordan Love last year.
Yeah, that scared me because he was my quarterback. Oh, yeah.
All right, week 2 at home against the Eagles. Rematch.
I had the Chiefs winning this one.
I had the Eagles taking this one.
They're in Arrowhead. It's
sure, but
and the Eagles' defense isn't as the same as it was last year.
I guess, but
we'll see.
We'll see.
Week 3 they take on the Giants.
Why is this Sunday Night Football?
This is gonna suck.
Why is this Sunday
gonna
Night
suck?
Football?
This is gonna be really bad.
Chiefs blow them out.
Yeah.
They might get shut out. Giants might actually get shut out.
They might. So Chiefs are going to win this one. Week 4, they take on Baltimore in Kansas City. Baltimore's going to get their get back from last week's first game of the year.
Yeah.
And Baltimore's get the win.
Yeah. Ravens get the win. Week 5, Monday Night Football at Jacksonville. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Chiefs winning.
Chiefs win. Yeah. Week 6, at home against the Lions. Lions win.
Lions winning this one.
Yeah. That one's going to be a really good game.
It's going to be a really good game.
And it might be tight. But, all right. Week 7, at home against the Raiders. Chiefs win.
Chiefs win.
Yeah. I want the Raiders to be better this year, and I think they're going to be.
That's not going to happen. Like they're at least 3-4 years out.
They're still not going to be above 500.
No,
No.
they're at least 3 to 4 years out. They still got to figure out our quarterback situation.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Week 8, Monday Night Football at home against the Commies.
I have the Commies winning this one.
I have the Chiefs taking this one. That's going to be a really good game.
That might be one of the better Monday games of the year.
Yeah, that's going to be really good. Week 9, I don't believe this is Sunday Night Football, actually. It really should be, but Week 9 at Buffalo.
Give me the Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills. That, ooh, gonna be good.
All right. Now, Week 11 matchup with the Denver Broncos and Kansas City Chiefs in Mile High. Mind you, last year, Chiefs almost lost in Mile High.
And 2 years ago, they did lose in Mile High.
Yes, they did to a really bad Broncos team.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Broncos.
I can't do it. Give me the Chiefs.
All right. Then Week 12, they take on Indianapolis at home. Chiefs are going to win. I have the Chiefs winning this one.
Yeah, Indy's going to win that. That's easy. Wait,
you said Indy's going to win that?
No. Chiefs are.
I was going to say, what are you smoking?
Chiefs are going to win that. Sorry, my head's all over the place after the trade.
Yeah, it's been a crazy day. Week 13, they will travel to Dallas to take on America's team.
Yeah, that's a Thanksgiving game. Not terrible, but not the best.
I think this is going to be a trap game for the Chiefs, and Dallas is going to win.
Ooh. Chiefs win. All right, Week 14, Sunday Night Football at home against the Texans.
Houston's going to shock them.
Yeah, Texans are going to win this one. Yeah.
Week 15, LA is in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Give me the Kansas City win. I think they're going to sweep them this year.
Yeah, give me Kansas City. Week 16, at Tennessee, Chiefs win.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. Week 17, Thursday Night Football at home against the Broncos.
I'm going to do the unthinkable.
I'm taking the Broncos.
Broncos are going to sweep them this year.
Yeah. Well, I don't have them sweeping, but I do have them winning this one. I think they're going to go. The road teams are going to be dominant. And then Week 18, we don't know the time yet, but Week 18 at Vegas,
Chiefs are going to win.
Chiefs win. So that puts them at 11-6 for me.
9-8.
Wow! Damn. All right. Still having 5-1 in the division.
4-2 in the division for me.
Yeah.
I don't see them being good this year.
Yeah.
I really don't.
No, it's gonna be a year.
It's gonna be a fun year. There's gonna be a lot of parity in the league this year.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Denver.
Let's go to Mile High.
All right. So week 1 they take on the Tennessee Titans at home.
That's an easy win.
That's gonna be a win. Week 2 they travel to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That's gonna be another win for me.
That's another win. Week 3 at LA against the Chargers.
I have Denver winning that one. I have them starting off 3-0.
Yeah, give me Denver. Week 4 at home against the Bengals.
They're gonna win that one.
That's a win. 4-0, and that's Monday Night Football.
Yes, that's gonna be a good game.
That's not a bad game. No, Joey B versus Bo Nix. Yeah, that's not bad. Week 5 at Philly, loss.
Yes.
That's a loss. Week 6 at the Jets. Oh wait, no, that's in London.
Yes, they take on. I have them losing this one.
Yeah, give me the Jets. That one's tough.
Yeah, because look, they're in their country. You say what you want about it, but they just got done playing the Eagles. They're gonna. I think that Eagle game could be very close.
It's gonna be.
So they're gonna have two. I haven't had 2 bad weeks in a row.
Yeah, they're just gonna have a straight up hangover.
Yes.
From the
4-0.
Yeah.
So I have losing to the Jets. Week 7 they take on the Giants
at home. That's a win.
I have the Giants winning here.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I have them going on a little bit of a slide.
Okay.
Week 8 they take on Dallas at home. They are also going to lose this one.
I have them winning. I have the Broncos winning against the Giants and the Cowboys.
Week 9 they take on the Houston Texans at Houston. I have them turning around and winning this game.
Yeah, I have them beating the Texans. Like, Texans gonna be really good, but yeah, wow. Week 10 Thursday night football
Yay.
at home.
Thursday night football. This
At
is gonna be
home
such
against
a good
the
game.
Raiders.
This
Yeah,
one-
okay. Broncos win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
Broncos
is going to
win.
be a blowout.
Broncos win. Week 11 at home against the Chiefs. I know what you said. I'm still taking the Chiefs win.
No, I think Broncos are still going to win this one.
Yeah. Week 12 bye week. A little late, but not bad.
This is really late, especially since they're playing out of the country. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could have a 7 bye week after London, but whatever. Week 13 at Washington.
I have Washington winning this one.
Yeah, that's Sunday night football.
That's gonna be
good.
It's gonna be really
That's
good.
gonna be good. Jaden Daniels versus Bo Nix.
I'm gonna
Give it to
love
me.
this.
Give it to me. Week 14 at Vegas.
I have them winning this season. This game.
Yeah, sweeping Vegas. Honestly, everybody might sweep Vegas.
Yes, yeah, I know. Vegas might be a top pick.
Week 15 at home against the Packers.
See, this is where it gets interesting.
This one's really tough. This is going to be tight. It's going to be tight.
Give me Green Bay.
Yeah, give me the Packers. Yeah.
All right. Now they take on Jacksonville at home the next week.
I have Jacksonville winning
I
this
have-
one.
The Broncos winning this one.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird games.
Yeah.
Like, week 17 at Kansas City, Thursday night football.
Broncos are winning.
Broncos win that one, and then week 18 at home against the Chargers, win.
Win. Yep.
Yeah. So that puts them. So that actually would tie them with the Chiefs for me at 11-6.
I have them at 11-6 and winning the division
Who?
for the first time since Peyton Manning was their quarterback.
Yeah. Did they win the division the year they won? They won the title. No.
One.
In 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, they won it that year.
They won the division.
hmm
Okay. I wasn't sure. All right. Let's go to the Chargers.
All right, so this season's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be really interesting. Will they have Najee Harris by week 1? We don't know.
Oh man, I'm seeing clip. I just saw a clip of Frank the Tank, the Barstool worker.
I love that guy.
He is having such a bad weekend.
He's flipping his shit.
Like, between the Mets getting absolutely bodied by the Pirates, and he's also a Miami Dolphins fan. So now with this Jalen Ramsey thing, I just saw a clip of him losing his stuff in the middle of New York City right now.
Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Okay. Let's get on to the Chargers. Week 1 in Brazil for some ungodly reason against the Chiefs on the slip and slide. Chiefs win.
Yeah.
Week 2, Monday night football that starts at 10 p.m. What the hell?
Probably not gonna watch this.
Nope. At Vegas, Chargers win.
Chargers win.
Yes. Week 3, at home against the Broncos. Broncos win.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Steelers insider Mark Caboli says Steelers view Jonnu Smith as a versatile player that can play tight end, slot receiver, and even fullback. We already have that. We already have that in Connor Hayward.
Can't make this shit up.
Are you kidding me?
What is the point of
His
having
literal spot on the field is listed tight end, fullback on the depth chart.
And how old is Jonnu Smith? Like 33?
He's like 32.
32? And Connor Hayward's like 26?
Yes.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god.
What are we doing?
This is painful. I can't. I just can't.
Oh, it's only July. It's only July. It's only July. It's only July. We're not even in normal football. I haven't even seen what Pitt's going to do this year. All right, so let's just keep it rolling.
Yeah. All right. Week 3, Broncos win.
Broncos win.
Yeah. Week 4 at the Giants.
Giants winning.
Giants win.
Yeah.
Weird game. Very weird game. But yes, Giants are going to win that one. Week 5 at home against the Commies.
I have LA winning this one.
I have the Chargers winning this one. Yeah, this is going to be tight, but it's going to be a really good game.
All right, week 6 to take on the Finns in Miami.
Without Jalen Ramsey.
It's not even a
Chargers win.
Chargers win.
Chargers win. It's not even going to be close. We'll talk about the East next week.
Yes.
It's going to be, Miami. Ooh.
That's going to be a rough week.
Week 7 at home against the Colts. Chargers win.
Yes.
Easy. Week 8, Thursday night football.
Wait. Against the Colts? Loss.
You have the Colts
Chop
winning.
game.
You have the Colts winning?
Drop game.
Okay. Week 8, Thursday night football at home against Minnesota.
I have the Vikings winning.
Yeah, give me the Vikings.
I have J.J. McCarthy beating his former coach.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. Week 9 at Tennessee.
Tennessee winning.
Titans win, yeah. That's going to be interesting.
Week 10, they come to Pittsburgh and take on the Steelers.
No, they're in LA.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I got to flip. They're in L.A.
Sunday night football. It's not horrible, but
we have so many question marks.
we have a lot of prime.
Who's going to be our safety? Who's our receiver, too? Is Aaron Rodgers going to be playing at this point in the season?
Please, Will Howard.
Is it going to be Will Howard or is it going to be Mason Rudolph? Are we going to have an offense in general this year?
Is TJ Watt going to be under contract?
Is Mike Tomlin going to have a job at this point?
Ridiculous. Anyways.
I just want I missed the Ben years already.
Yeah.
When I knew what we were getting year in and year out.
Yeah.
I hate this, man.
Chargers win.
Is this how the Browns feel? Is this literally how the Browns feel? Because like I can't take this anymore.
Yes, but without the consistent 9 and 8.
Yes. But like I hate this inconsistency we've been having.
Yeah.
And all these dumb. Oh my gosh.
This is the weirdest offseason ever. Is it the worst offseason ever?
I don't know if I could take this, man. Between what the Steelers are doing, Penn's not signing Evgeny Malkin for another year.
Yeah.
I just miss when Pittsburgh sports were good.
Yeah. And now after this week, the Pirates are going to probably go back into free fall.
Yeah. Well, I already know that. I'm already planning for that. My mental health is already ready for the Pirates' downfall.
Yep.
I'm not prepared for the Steelers. Or the Pens.
Yeah. All right. Week 10, Chargers win.
Yeah.
Week 11 at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's going to win this one.
Yeah, Jags win. Week 12 bye week. Why? Week 13 at home against Vegas.
Chargers are going to win this.
Chargers win. Yeah. Week 14 at home against the Eagles.
Eagles are going to win this.
Eagles win. Week 15 at Kansas City.
Chiefs are going to win.
Chiefs win. Week 16 at Dallas.
Chargers are going to win.
Yeah, Chargers win that one. Week 17 at home against the Texans.
Chargers are going to win that one.
Chargers win. And then week 18 at Mile High.
Broncos going to win.
Broncos win.
This
So
sets me the Chargers at 7-10.
for me, that puts them at 8 and 9.
They don't have enough weapons.
They don't have enough weapons, but Jim Harbaugh is going to win Coach of the Year.
You think?
I know it sounds.
think?
I know it sounds crazy for an 8 and 9 team, but he's going to be. Whew.
No.
I'll take it. All right, last team in this division.
I think. I almost said Ryan Day. Houston's coach is going to win it this year.
D'Amico Ryans.
Yes. Yeah, he's going to win it this year.
Yeah. All right, last team in this division. It's already ugly. It's only going to get uglier.
I'm already at 2-13.
I'm at 1-14.
Okay. So let's get this on a roll. Week 1 to take on the Patriots in New England. That's going to be an L.
That's a nice L.
They take another L for me against the Chargers at home.
Like, it should be better. It should be better that with Geno Smith and Pete Carroll, it's not going to be.
No, it's not.
It's going to be worse, which sucks.
They have no receivers.
Besides Jacoby Myers.
That's it.
Yeah.
And Genty can't do it all.
Yeah.
So
we could be completely wrong. Like I said, these are just predictions. These aren't.
These are very early predictions,
Yeah.
mind you. We're in June.
Yeah. Week 3 at the Commies. Commies win.
Commies win.
Week 4 at home against the Bears.
This will be their 4th win of the whole season for me.
For the Bears?
No.
Oh. Trap game.
I have Raiders winning this one.
Yeah, I have Vegas winning. I almost said VGK because I'm so used to the Golden Knights.
Yeah, I know.
Week 5 at
This would be
LV. Just
yeah,
LV.
LV.
Yeah,
That's
LVR. Anyways, week 5 at Indy.
When?
Indy win.
No.
Yeah. Give me an Indy. Give me an Indy win. Week 6 at home against the Titans.
Loss.
Titans win.
Yep.
Week 7 at Kansas City. Chiefs win.
Chiefs win.
Week 8 bye week.
It don't even matter for that team.
It doesn't mean Week 9 at home against the Jags.
That's going to be a loss.
That's a fat loss. Week 10 Thursday night football at Mile High.
That's, again, another fat loss.
That's a fat L. Week 11 Monday night football at home against the Cowboys. Wow.
Loss.
Yeah, loss. Week 12 at home against the Browns.
Win.
Yeah, give me a Raiders win.
Shedeur Sanders are going to play here.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's not starting the year though.
No, Kenny's starting the year, and then it's going to get a timeless Joe. Timeless Joe's going to get benched, and then here comes Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, and then
And poor Dylan Gabriel's going to be on the bench, even though he's probably the better quarterback out of that entire room.
even over your favorite guy in the whole world.
I'll admit it. I will admit it.
All right. Week 13 at LA.
Hold up. They just bumped me.
Course it did.
At LA.
Yeah.
Give me the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Week
14 at home against the Broncos.
Another L.
Another L. Week 15 at Philly. God, their schedule is hell.
It is hell. They were taking a fat L in Philly.
That's a fat L.
Week 16 they travel to Houston. That's another fat L.
Yeah.
Week 17 they take on the Giants.
That's not as fat of an L, but it's going to be an L.
It's still going to be an L. Jackson Dart's going to be playing here.
Yeah.
Week 18.
They're at home against the Chiefs.
And the Chiefs are going to win that one.
Oh,
Which
God.
sits me at 4-13 on the year for the Raiders. That is right now the worst team in the NFL.
It's my worst team.
Well, no. Tied
It's my worst.
with the Saints.
That's my worst team by far. You want to hear the record? 2-15.
Oh, no. Sorry. I forgot. I had the Browns at 3-14.
I have the Raiders at 2-15.
That's bad, man.
That's really bad.
That's really bad. Well, next week we predict a better division that will be the
AFC East.
Yes.
2 to go. AFC East next week. NFC North the week after.
What a way to round it off.
Yeah. We got all the shitty divisions out of the way.
Yes. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break because I need a drink and I need a normal beverage.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be checking to see if anything else came out today about the trades and if there's anything else down the pipeline that we need to speak about.
Yeah. And then we'll be back with some NHL hockey.
Yes.
A lot of it.
A lot of NHL hockey. Welcome back to Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And we're just two dudes like to yap about sports. Well, while we're off the break, we watched Peyton Manning talk about Rodgers, him basically saying it's kind of like how he felt going to Denver, same thing with Tom, which we'll see.
Well, yeah.
We'll see. But in Pirate news, Connor Griffin, an outfielder,
and Manuel Valdez
is officially playing for the NL for the 2025 All-Star Future Games.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool. It's 2 bright young stars we have.
I think Connor Griffin should be our future shortstop. I hope.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we drafted him, 7th overall last year?
Yes.
8th? Something like that.
Yes, it was very high up.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. Well, now it's time to talk about Puck. A lot has happened in Puck.
A lot.
We had our entry draft. We had some GM changes. We had free agency is within 55 minutes ago. It's officially 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be, we're going to have a lot to talk about. But first, let's get into the staff changes.
Yeah. Well, really only one. The Dallas Stars have a new head coach. A new head coach. An old head coach. Glenn Galutzin is their new head coach. Why? If you had hopped on this sooner, you could have gotten Jay Woodcroft, but then you let him just go become an assistant in Anaheim. So, Glenn Galutzin was the head coach of the Dallas Stars from 2011 to 2013. His first season, he was 42, 35, and 5. That's a .543 winning percentage.
Oh, my gosh.
Missed the playoffs.
Obviously.
His second season, which was the 48-game lockout shortened season, he was 22, 22, and 4.
Oh, my God.
Even .500, missed the playoffs. Then gets fired, becomes an assistant with the Canucks for 3 years, then becomes the head coach of the Calgary Flames. His first season with the Calgary Flames, 45, 33, and 4, lost in the first round. His second season, 37, 35, and 10, .512 winning percentage, missed the playoffs.
So this guy can only win above 500.
Barely.
And can barely make the playoffs.
And then he has been an assistant coach with the Edmonton Oilers for the past 7 years. Through all the bad and the good coaching, through all the Dave Tippett years, and Jay Woodcroft.
The back-to-back.
Stanley Cup Finals with Chris Knobloch. Why, dude? Just why? Like, I don't understand. He's going to be one and done.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be one and done.
He's not going to be there long.
And here's what's hilarious. Before this happened, Stars general manager Jim Nill won the Jim Gregory. Huh?
Makes no sense.
For the third straight season, Jim Nill is the Jim Gregory Award winner. For absolutely no reason at all. So, looking at the ballot, this is voted on.
Was that you or was that me?
That was me. So it's the general manager deemed to have performed best in their role during the regular season, chosen by a panel of NHL executives, print, and broadcast media members. So, top of the ballot, Jim Nill with 139 points. Behind him, 2-time Stanley Cup winning GM Bill Zito with 102 points. Behind him, Kevin Cheveldayoff with only 52 points in Winnipeg.
Jeez.
Behind him, Capitals general manager Chris Patrick. Then Colorado Avalanche GM Chris McFarland, for some reason. Okay.
That's weird.
For getting Mikko Rantanen out of there? Okay. Eric Tulsky in Carolina, and Doug Armstrong in St. Louis, Brad Treliving in Toronto, Don Waddell in Columbus, for some reason, Stan Bowman in Edmonton, because he's getting votes somehow, and then a three-way tie between... Uh-oh.
Cal Dubas suggests the door could be open for Evgeny Malkin to return in 2026-2027. Said he will check in with them during the upcoming season.
What?
Per Matt Vensel, Vensel, Penguins reporter for the Post-Gazette.
Make up your mind, Kyle. What the f***?
What is going on?
Okay.
Claude Giroux stayed in Ottawa. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. We'll go over a whole bunch of extensions later because there were some.
So there was a couple extensions, but the couple things I also want to mention is the Pens draft.
Yeah, so obviously the draft was this weekend. The Pens had a draft.
There are a couple good players.
There are a couple good players. Ben Kittle grew on me. I like what I'm seeing out of him. He was the 11th overall pick.
Don't you love the goalie we got?
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. So looking at Ben Kindle, our 11th overall pick out from the Calgary Hitmen of the WHL. He this past season with the Hitmen in 65 games.
First of all, timeout. What's the name of that team?
The Calgary Hitmen.
What a great name.
What a great name.
That's a great, whoever decided to come up with that name.
Yeah.
Applaud to you, buddy. That was good.
All right, in 65 games this season with the Hitmen, 35 goals, 64 assists for 99 points.
Holy shit.
In 65 games. And then in the playoffs, in 11 playoff games, 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points. So over a point per game in the regular season of the playoffs this year.
He also played for Team Canada.
Yeah,
too.
he played for the World Juniors. 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. Not bad.
Not great, but he's still good.
Yeah, he is a quotidian. I think that's how you say that. I don't know. He's a British Columbia native. That's all I'll say.
And here's actually I want to say my personal favorite, this next pick, but probably my second favorite, Bill
Zonin.
He is a 6 foot.
He's 6'2".
Yes.
So he.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to prospects.
Yeah, coming from Montreal, playing with Blainville Boisbrun Armada in the Q.
He played 64 games, 28 goals, 55 assists for a total of 83 points. In the playoffs, he did
8 goals,
8 assists, 16 points.
13 games. 83 points in 64 games is ridiculous.
Yes.
And he was also an alternate captain with the Ruined Noranda Huskies.
Yes.
So he will be playing with a different QMJHL team next year. So he will not be coming to Wilkes-Barre next year, but maybe in 26-27.
Yes. That's the thing about the entry draft that I don't get.
Yeah.
Like, if you're getting drafted, just go straight. Go up to the AHL.
I hope they end up keeping them and they don't end up using one of these guys for another Rutger trade or for
Hey, whoa, don't hate on Rucker, okay?
No, I mean I love the Rutger trade. I would rather take him over Braden Yeager, but
yeah.
I don't even is Braden Yeager gonna be in the A this year or is he still gonna be in the WHL?
I think he's gonna be in the A.
Okay.
All right. Now William Horcroft. This is the one that you texted me and I texted you. I think back to back.
He's a massive man.
He is huge. Former teammate of Rucker McGordy, mind you.
Yeah. So, this past season with the University of Michigan, 4 goals, 16 assists, 10 points in 18 games.
He only played 18 games.
Yeah, he only played 18 games. It's something. 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points in 7 games in the World Juniors.
But what had us loving him is that his size.
He's
6'5", 203 pounds.
He's a huge man.
That he has certified what status?
Certified big-ass man status.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Yeah.
He has a net front presence. He's a physical 4-way and a 2-way center.
His skating does concern me a little bit, but I think he'll be okay. Also, looking back at his stat sheet a little bit, with AAA 15U, Little Caesars, in 22-23, in 80 games, he had 80 goals, 93 assists for 173 points. I get it.
And 88 penalty minutes.
I get it. It's 15U, but good fucking Jesus.
His penalty minutes are actually kind of funny.
Yeah. Damn, dude. All right. And then our day 2, it was a day 2. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
So we started out in the second round. We actually made a couple of trades. So first night we traded down with the bums on the other side of the state.
Yes. Which
And-
I'm happy we traded down. We didn't try to.
And so we traded the 12th overall pick to the Flyers for the 22nd and the 31st. We used the 22nd on Bill Zonin and then traded back up with the LA Kings for the 24th.
What a great move, by the way.
Yeah.
Was able to get back up.
So
Kyle
that-
Dubas was kind of cooking with the trades this weekend.
He had some trades. So, and then start of day 2 trades up to get the 39th overall pick in a actually kind of big trade. If I can unlock my phone here.
I'll tell you what was cool. I watched a little bit of a draft. I saw the clip of Alex Letang hitting the buzzer.
that
That was kind of cool.
We have a Detroit Red Wings trade. Wow, that is a fleece. The Detroit Red Wings have traded Vladimir Tarasenko to the Minnesota Wild in exchange for future considerations. What?
They just got fleeced.
They got completely fleeced. What the hell?
That makes us. Why?
Minnesota is going to love Vladimir Tarasenko.
Yeah, we know that.
Literally nothing.
So is Detroit blowing up their team as well right now?
I guess. I mean, they got a goalie. We didn't get a goalie.
Yeah, we need a goalie. We definitely need a goalie.
Jake Allen, please be a Pittsburgh Penguin. Anyways, yeah, so this trade we made with the Buffalo Sabres. We acquired defenseman Connor Clifton and the 39th overall pick in exchange for Connor Timmins and prospect Isaac Beliveau. Timmins is fine. He's 26.
Yeah.
He actually wasn't bad for the 19 games he played for the Penguins this year.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
But he's a bottom pair guy. I don't know. I think I'll do well in Buffalo because they need right-handed defensemen.
They need a lot.
Yeah, they need right-handed defensemen desperately. But yeah, we get Connor Clifton, and Connor Clifton, he's a defensive defenseman.
Yeah. And then we drafted a defensive defenseman.
Yeah,
And in Peyton
Kettles.
He's 17. He is 6'6", 194.
Stupid.
So another certified big man status.
Certified big-ass man. So, in 53 games with the Swift Current Broncos this year, what a city name, Swift Current.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, 53 games, 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points.
That's okay because when you're a defenseman, that's normal.
That's pretty normal. 65 penalty minutes. Nice.
He's just gonna be a dog.
Dog.
A certified DAWG.
He'll make it to the NHL.
Yeah,
Slowly, but he will.
he'll come up.
He might be in the A next year. He might be.
All right, let's move on to our third round draft pick.
Yeah, well, one of them.
One of the 1, 2, 3 that we had.
Yeah, Charlie Trethway. A
Defenseman from United States of America.
grew up a Penguins fan from Ellicott City, Maryland. 6'2", 201. This past season, with the U.S. National U18 team in the NTDP, 6 goals, 14 assists, 20 points in 63 games. And then 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points with the NTDP juniors in the USHL. So
He is also not going to be up in the A next year as he's going to be playing college hockey.
Yes,
at Boston University.
He's going to be at Boston University.
But
We'll see how that goes.
He's a heavy shooter, physical defenseman, and a powerful skater. So
And grew up a Penguins fan.
yeah, his first jersey was an Evgeny Malkin jersey.
Yeah.
As the Penguins posted, it was a Halloween costume of his I think it was like his left eye was painted black
Yeah.
because like for like a black eye. It was pretty cool.
And then we drafted a goalie.
I actually like the goalie. You don't. I think he's gonna be fine.
I'm hoping he'll be fine. I'm hoping. So Gabriel Daigle.
Where's his games played? Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So He is 6'4", 212, so he has big-ass man status.
Yes.
He has been in contact with Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yes, and has been working with the guy that Fleury works with.
Yeah, and he's from the same town.
As Marc-Andre Fleury.
So
maybe struck lightning twice?
Maybe. So this past season with the Victoriaville Tigers in the QMJHL, 55 games, 883 save percentage.
Yes, but honestly, how much of that is his fault is what we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have also had a bad defenseman pairing, kind of like we had this year, where goalies look absolutely horrible.
They'll probably start him out in Wheeling this year.
Yes.
See what he looks like. He maybe have him play a full season in Wheeling because I want Murashov up in Wilkes-Barre all season.
I want him up.
Yeah, I think it's a little too soon for that. I need a full year.
Why are we holding on it? We don't have a goalie.
Well, we need Blomqvist up here.
Well, yes. So why don't we say screw it?
But if you have a tandem of either Murashov and Larson or Murashov and Gauthier, then Wilkes-Barre is going to be rolling.
Yeah, but I frankly don't give a about Wilkes-Barre. I'm worried about the Pens.
Yeah.
And what's best for the Pens.
Yeah.
I think.
But Daigle's going to be in Wheeling.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes, he'll be in Wheeling. That makes sense. But I think we should just bring him up and maybe have him start out in preseason. See how preseason
we're going to have him start in preseason, 100%. But do we sign a guy like Jake Allen or Ilya Samsonov?
We still have Ned. Ned's still under contract.
We still have Ned. Honestly, if we somehow manage to get Jari the out of here, then
yeah, because we didn't buy him out this year.
Because you didn't buy him out. Buyout period is still open until tonight. But
I hope he gets bought out.
He's not going to.
I hope he gets bought out. That's all I want, man.
Yeah.
Not that hard.
But then we still have Ned. I think we should sign someone like Samsonov to a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Because Samsonov's a horrible playoff performer, but you shouldn't get him for that. You shouldn't focus on that. And then we'll just quickly run through the names. So we had Brady Peddle going 91st overall. Travis Hayes going 105. A lot of 5th-round picks.
Crap ton of 5th-rounders.
We got Ryan Miller, not the Sabres and Ducks goalie.
Nope.
Namesake of the century. Quinn Bouchon. That's an underrated pick. I like Bouchon a lot. From the Guelph Storm. 6 foot, 183 pounds, defenseman. 49 games, 6 goals, 18 assists, 24 points. Not bad.
Yeah, no, not great, but it's not bad.
Not bad at all. He could do something. We'll see what he does in either Wheeling or Wilkes-Barre this year. Jordan Sharon at 154, Carter Sanderson 169, and Cale Dock finishes it off at 201.
Oh
I don't know if he's related to Jake Sanderson.
He's not.
And Cale Dock is not related to Kirby Dock.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah. Which I thought he was, but he is not.
Honestly, overall, between all the teams, I'm not asking you the best team. I was trying to think, what player you think is a unsung draft pick? Like, he's going to be a gem. Because I have one in mind. We talked about it.
For us.
Not for us. I just meant overall.
Oh, unsung draft pick?
Yeah. I have one in mind. I'm a little biased because he's from my area.
LJ Mooney?
Yeah.
LJ Mooney.
I mean, come on. His hockey IQ is incredible.
I just lost the window. Oh, it's right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I mean,
have him up right here.
I do think LJ Mooney is going to be good.
I mean, what I get, the only thing is he's 5'7", 157.
Yeah, but hey, Cole Caulfield working great in Montreal at 5'7".
Yes, and he's going to be playing in Minnesota this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, his USA National, he played 51 games, 10 goals, 41 assists, 51 total points.
Do you know him?
I don't. Because he is from West Mifflin, but he was homeschooled.
Oh, okay.
And played hockey. That's kind of what a lot of that's what Cooley did.
Yeah.
Somehow they're related to Cooley. But yes.
I think if I'm looking at a later draft pick, underrated, give me the last pick of the second round for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Tinas Luke Koblar.
Why don't you tell us about him?
I think he could be a decent player. So, born in Norway, 6'3", 190, center. Didn't have a huge point total, but he's going to be playing back in Sweden this year. He could definitely be something.
You think?
I think so. Also, Cole McKinney for the Sharks at 53rd overall. If I'm looking at the first round, I mean, it's hard to argue with Matthew Schaefer.
Yeah.
First overall.
I'll tell you what.
It's hard to not call the Islanders a winner of this draft.
Yeah, which is crazy because they never draft well.
Yeah. But they stole a bunch of our draft picks.
I'll tell you what I loved about this draft. It was McQueen and his jersey pick.
Did you see?
Yeah, he picked number 95 for Lightning McQueen.
I love this kid already.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
So before we get into the Atlantic Division, there's a certain case that me and Ozzy's been battling about, talking about.
Been mulling over this for a while.
So make Jesus versus Sid.
Yeah.
We typically don't like doing these player versus player comparisons because it's drawn out. Braun versus Jordan. But,
yeah.
But this has been getting loud lately. So let's talk about it. Let me just get the numbers out of the way. NHL debut, Sidney Crosby, 2005-06, age 18. Connor McDavid, 15-16, at the same age of 18. They both played for the same team they've been drafted for. Both played center, both first overall. But this is where it gets funny. Sidney Crosby, 3 cups. Connor McDavid, 2 as of 2025.
No cups.
No cups.
No cups. 2 finals appearances. Sid,
Yes.
4 finals appearances, 3 cups.
At this point in his career, Sid already had a cup.
Yeah.
And was on his way for his second one, right? At the same age.
I think he had just won his second one.
At the same age of McDavid?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yes. So he technically has 2-0. Now, Hart Rough trophies, 2007-2014. Connor McDavid does have 3. But you got to think about the talent difference for what Sid had to go through than what Connor had to go through.
Yeah.
Now, let's get Art Ross, 2. And McDavid won 5. Which, honestly, that 2017 one, I don't think he should have won. Just put it out there. Ted Lindsay Awards, Sid has 3, Connor has 4. Conn Smythes, Connor has 1 he does not deserve. And then
Sid has 2.
Sid has 2. Points in the regular season, 1,600 as of 2025, 950 plus.
16,000 points. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's insane.
Will Sid have 2,000 by the end of his career?
Yes.
Probably not.
Yeah, yes. I think he will.
He needs 400 more.
And he has 2 years left on his contract.
He's not going to score 200 points a season.
Well, that's if he has 2 more years. You never know.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close.
Yeah, I mean, the cups suggest that it's not close whatsoever. But the scoring titles, yeah, they do.
Yeah. I mean, look, 2007-2014. Sid was 19 when he won the 2007 one. Then he was at the age of 7 plus 9. I can't think right now. It would have been 2014.
2014, so he would have been like 26, 25?
Yes. McDavid has
27.
He had 2017, 2018.
He would have been 27.
27, 2018. Okay, he had great years. 21, 22, 23.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's not close. They're not even close. I don't give a flying F about the points. I don't care about the other stuff. What I care about is winning. And Sid had 2 by the time McDavid had them. McDavid had been to 2 Stanley Cups.
Back-to-back finals.
Back-to-back finals, couldn't win. Sid done that twice in his career. He's
He only lost 1.
only lost 1. And honestly, it wasn't even his fault why he lost the first one.
That Red Wings team was just ridiculous.
And it was filled with Hall of Famers.
yeah.
So, and honestly, McDavid didn't have to go through that with Florida. Florida's good, but they're not filled with Hall of Famers. So,
No, but they are filled with rats.
they are filled with rats.
Rubber rats and Brad Marchand.
But yeah, no, it's not even close, man. I mean, why is sports media thinking, okay, we gotta compare 2 guys just because we can? There's not even the 2 I would even compare. I would rather compare Nathan McKinnon to Sidney Crosby than Connor McDavid.
We got another trade.
Please tell me the league before you tell me.
NHL.
Thank God. Okay.
The Utah Mammoth have traded forward Matias Michelli to the Toronto Maple Leafs in exchange for a 2027 conditional 3rd-round pick.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not big.
It's not big. I mean,
When you told me Mammoth, I was thinking, oh, shit, here comes Cooley.
nope. No, not Logan Cooley. Okay.
Well, the owner of the Mammoths was on McAfee a couple days ago, and he said, "Look out, we're about to do some moves."
Yeah.
So
You know what? I am going to make a Mammoth bet for next season. Utah general manager Bill Armstrong will be the Jim Gregory winner.
you think?
I think so.
I think Kyle's gonna win it this year if we're good. It's gonna happen. Kyle Dubas.
But I will say, I think Utah's making the playoffs next
yeah,
season.
I do too, and it's gonna be great because Utah in the playoffs in the NBA.
We
Crazy. Every year that the Jazz were good and they were in the playoffs, that whole entire state lost their cool.
How about the Jazz the Jazz draft pick literally like pissing his pants because he didn't want to be there?
Yeah.
It was funny as hell.
All right. Well, since we're talking about trades, let's get into trades and signings.
Yeah. So we got a lot. So, night I think before the draft, the Utah Mammoth acquired J.J. Peterka from the Buffalo Sabres in exchange for defenseman Michael Kesselring and forward Josh Doan.
That was the best move they could have made.
I mean, yeah. And Utah signed him to a 5-year, $7.7 per year extension. I mean, hey,
Crazy.
Peterka's worth it.
They have the money to do it. They might as well do it.
Peterka's worth that extension. Kevin Adams is terrible at his job.
Yeah.
Did you see the press conference from a couple hours before this actually went down? He was like, he's gaslighting the fans like, oh, I feel bad for them because I'm making these stupid trades because you suck at your job.
That makes no sense.
Like, dude, get your head out of your ass. Like, how have the Sabres not fired him yet?
Okay.
Because Terry Pegula.
Okay, wait.
Uh-oh.
Steelers are talking on the bulk of their new quarterback, Jalen Ramsey's $26.6 million contract.
Of course they are.
Of course we are. Because why?
Yeah.
I figured I just came up. Shefty just posted that.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Kevin Adams likes to gaslight the fans. I don't understand how this dude hasn't been fired yet.
Agreed.
Probably because Terry Pegula owns the team, but
That too.
Anyways, day of the draft, hours before the draft, huge trade. The New York Islanders officially end the Noah Dobson era. He has been traded to the Montreal Canadiens in exchange for Emil Heineman and 2 first-round picks, the 16th and 17th overall, which turned into Victor Eklund and Keyshawn Aitchison. 2 guys I really wanted on the f***ing Penguins.
Yeah. This was a great trade again. The as we're smart about this, and the Astros are just going to get better. I mean,
Yeah.
they're going to be a good team this year. This was the funny part. This playoff run was supposed to be a rebuild year for them.
Also, one more thing about the draft. The stage, the whole setup, sick.
Yeah, it was great this year.
The concept of the draft, f***ing horrible. The first round was 4.5 hours long.
Not even the NFL's
because of that stupid draft house thing. Also, the clip of Alex Letang pushing the trade button, I'm watching that over and over.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. Anyways, then we had a goalie trade. You weren't happy about this one. John Gibson, after getting speculation of being traded for the last half decade, probably, has been traded to the Detroit Red Wings for Peter Mrazek and two future picks, a second in 2027 and fourth in 2026.
You're telling me we couldn't do that? We couldn't just give up some guy?
Tristan Jarry?
Yeah.
We could have given up Tristan Jarry.
And a first-round draft pick?
Yeah.
When we have 30 goddamn picks? We couldn't give up a single pick to get a goalie that could help us? I'm just so frustrated.
And here's what's annoying.
I am incredibly frustrated right now.
Yeah.
The frustration level that I have right now between all our franchises at the moment should be studied.
Yeah. And here's what's very weird about Anaheim. So, they have 3 goalies on their roster right now. Lucas Dostal is this absolutely young stud.
Yes.
Played great for them last year. He's an RFA. And hasn't had any word of an extension.
Yes.
Then they have Ville Husso, who got traded there from Detroit after sucking in Detroit last season.
That's an understatement.
That's an understatement. They signed him to a 2-year, $2.2 million extension. 2.2 per year.
Why? This is like the TJ Watt thing that we're dealing with here. Why are they sitting on their hands?
Yeah. And then they acquire Peter Mrazek hours before they sign Ville Husso to that extension. Why?
I think there's something big about to happen.
I don't know. They better re-sign Husso. Or not Husso. They better re-sign Dostal. You think something stupid's going to happen?
I think something stupid's going to happen. It would have already been done.
I mean, hey, it sounds like a Pat Verbeek type of thing.
Yeah. And I think he's getting traded.
All right.
We'll see where. I mean, granted, free agency is right around the corner, so maybe during the free agency period, we'll see a big trade.
Yeah.
Hopefully it involves the Pens.
So before we talk about the stupidness that's going on between the Leafs and the Golden Knights, let's talk about some other things. A couple of buyouts. The San Jose Sharks, after 19 long years and last 2 to 3 years being pretty rough, Marc-Edouard Vlasic has been bought out for the last year of his contract. I kind of saw this coming.
Yeah, I think we talked about this when we talked about that division.
Because,
we saw this coming.
Look, I mean, this dude is 37 years old. So the buyout, it will be $4.6 million this year. And
I don't. Isn't next year a big hit?
1.1 million next year.
It's not terrible.
It's not that bad, but 4.6 this year is rough. But the Sharks have like $1 billion in cap space.
Yeah, at the moment.
So they'll be fine. They will be fine. We already talked about the Sabres trade. Let's talk about the other buyout. The Kraken gave up Andre Burakovsky for free. So they acquired Joe Veleno in the trade for Andre Burakovsky. Buy him out a week later. Because of course they did.
I don't think Kraken know what they want.
I don't know. The buyout is cheap though. This year $795,000.
That's not bad.
Next year $295,000. So Veleno's gonna be cheap. Honestly, he may go overseas for all we know. But he's gonna be cheap wherever he
Miami
goes.
Dolphins in talk with Atlanta Falcons to get Cal Pitts tight end.
Bullshit. Are you kidding me?
Just popped up on my cell phone.
What? Okay.
That's big.
Twitter is a mine of hell right now.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Yes, it is. It's only getting better.
Okay. How about the best trade of the entire draft? The Ottawa Senators acquired Jordan Spence from the LA Kings in exchange for the 67th overall pick and a future 6th-rounder. That is an absolute steal.
That is
for Ottawa.
steal. That is very much a steal.
Jordan Spence is a really good young defenseman.
Very good.
And
plus, he's also what you said, young, which helps.
Yeah. So I like that a lot. I think Jordan Spence is going to fit in right there. I think he's an RFA next year. I think. I'm surprised LA gave him up.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not, because that's what LA does.
I'm going to ignore that.
Hey, this is the truth, man.
This past season with the Kings, 4 goals, 24 assists, 28 points in 79 games. Defenseman. He was the 95th overall pick in 2019. Australian-born, which is a rarity.
Yeah, that never happens.
So
he's from the land down under.
yeah, he's 24 years old. He'll be fine. He'll fit in pretty well. Oh God.
This has been a very interesting day.
Yeah. And then we had a sign and trade last night. Involving Vegas. We might have another sign and trade involving Vegas, but we'll talk about that in a second. So, the Vegas Golden Knights trade defenseman Nick Hague to the Nashville Predators and sign him to a 4-year, $5.5 million extension. Going the other way is defenseman Jeremy Lauzon and forward Colton Sissons at 50% retained to Vegas. Okay. Hague's a solid defenseman. He could kind of be what they need. I mean, I still don't think Nashville's going to be that great this year.
No.
Even though Barry Trotz is Barry Trotz, and
they have a lot of problems in Nashville.
He's going to do everything in free agency.
Oh, today's the press conference for the draft picks.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll be watching that later.
I'll be watching that as well.
And then we had a load of other major extensions. We had Jamie Benn staying in Dallas. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm
not shocked. I know he was going to stay.
Riley Smith and Brandon Saad both staying in Vegas. So, former Penguin and Pittsburgh Kid not coming. I mean, we didn't want Riley Smith back.
No,
but Brandon Saad would have been.
No, Saad would have been nice.
Yeah. John Tavares takes a hometown discount to stay with the Leafs.
Yeah.
4 years, $4.38.
We knew that was going to happen.
Considering this man could have gotten $8 to $9 million, that is obvious he wanted to stay in Toronto.
Yes.
Dead obvious. Here's the most lopsided extension ever. The Edmonton Oilers re-signed Trent Frederick to an 8-year, $3.85 per year extension. What? I don't understand why this guy's getting 8 years at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't agree with the number either.
Yeah.
If it's 8 years, it should have been higher.
Charlie Coyle and Miles Wood are on their way to the Blue Jackets. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
What just happened? What just happened? The New York Islanders have re-signed Alex Romanov to an 8-year, $6.25 million extension.
Damn. Oh, my God.
All right. That's a lot.
I love that we do this on Mondays when everything decides to go down at once.
Yeah, everything's happening. Morgan Geekie is staying in Boston for 6 years. And also, the guy that I guess we were talking about getting...
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Mitch Marner was willing to waiver his NMC to go to Vegas earlier this season, and rumored trade would have been a 3-team deal that sent Mikko Rantanen to Toronto.
Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah. That could have been a possibility.
I am not surprised that got canceled.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's talk about Mitch Marner, actually. So, it came out during the draft. Elliot Friedman reported that Mitch Marner is possibly going to get a sign-in trade to the Vegas Golden Knights.
We saw this happening.
He's going to Vegas.
I know.
Penguins fan in me. Kings fan in me. Not happy.
No, I'm not happy.
Not happy. But the trade never happened. It was rumored that Nick Waugh is heading the other way if the sign and trade does happen. But if the sign and trade doesn't happen, Toronto's going to hit them with a tampering investigation.
Oh.
if Mitch Marner just signs there for nothing. And the tampering penalties in the NHL are ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that could lead to complete termination of the contract. If Mitch Marner was heavy inside the deal, he could get suspended or even removed from the league.
Mitch Marner?
Yeah. Which is insane.
Yeah, which I don't agree with that.
Yeah. Wow. All right. We have one division left to talk about in our free agency preview.
And it's the Atlantic Division.
So let's start in Beantown. Boston. Okay, so they have $12.7 million in projected cap space after re-signing Morgan Geekie last night to a 6-year, $5.5 million extension. I like that extension.
I do too.
Morgan Geekie is fit really well in there.
Yes.
So, and they don't have many free agents at all.
They have one defenseman.
Yeah, and 2 forwards. One's an RFA. So Jacob Lauko, RFA.
Yeah, he's going to resign.
Yeah. Cole Koepke.
I can see him walking.
I could see him walking.
I can see them signing
Witherspoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I had to pick between those two, I'm taking Parker.
Yeah.
Over Cole.
For sure. Yeah. So looking ahead to next year.
They still pay Brandon Carlo?
Oh yeah, they still have to pay Brandon Carlo. $6.15. I mean, that's not that bad.
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
It's not bad.
All right, let's move over to
Buffalo.
There's $20 million in cap space.
20.8. And upcoming. It's all RFAs and James Reimer.
Yeah, it's all RFAs. I'm not even counting him.
Yeah. So Ryan McLeod is probably their biggest one.
They need to sign him quick.
He was a decent first year in Buffalo. Obviously having a couple of his highest point total, actually he had a career high in everything in Buffalo this year.
Yeah.
20 goals, 33 assists, 53
Which
points.
is like, if he can do that in Buffalo, imagine what he can do with actual players around him.
And he didn't crack 35 points in 4 years with the Oilers.
Yes. Well,
so
you can only go up from here, so
he may get offer sheeted.
Yeah,
maybe
he get offer
maybe
sheeted.
he gets offer sheeted. Tyson Kozak, young guy. 3rd, 4th liner, I think.
Previous contract was 3 years, $85,000. So I mean,
$850,000.
$850,000.
The recently acquired Connor Timmins is an RFA.
Yeah, but they'll figure that out. They probably already had that done. They just haven't announced it yet.
He had a welcome video, and he doesn't even have a contract.
I think they have that done. They just haven't announced it yet. It's finalizing.
Jacob Bernard Docker.
I can see him leaving.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to qualify him. Bowen Byram. There's been so many trade talks about him.
He's gone.
We don't know what the hell is going to happen with him. And then their backup, Devin Levi.
They're going to have to sign him to like $1 million contract.
They're going to have to. Because, yes, Luukkonen is still your starter for now.
Yes.
And he's decent.
As of right now.
Luukkonen's decent.
Yeah, he's average.
But you need 2 goalies.
Yeah.
And I'd rather take a young Devin Levi over a third.
In the NHL, we are so past the one goalie concept. You got to have both.
Yeah. And I'd rather take him over a 37-year-old James Reimer.
Agreed.
Not even a question. They have a buyout. Jeff Skinner for the next 5 years, 4.444444. It's all fours.
Just straight fours.
For this year, 6.4.
4. And guess what? Another 4. And 27, 28, 2, 4, 4. Guess what?
4-4.
Yep.
4-4.
And same thing for the next 2 years after that.
Oh, God. Okay.
I guess he likes the number 4.
Yeah, I guess so.
Jeff Skinner. He's not even on the team.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen with him in Edmonton, if he's going to stay there or not.
I highly doubt he's going to stay in Edmonton.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go to Detroit. Hockey Town.
Yeah, it's not Hockey Town. We stole that from them when we won the Cup.
Yeah. Anyways, so they just acquired Vladimir Tarasenko for literally nothing.
If Puckpedia wants to work, I would love to be able to see that.
So they have $23.1 million in cap space.
11 cups is insane.
11 cups is nutty.
I just saw that. I always forget that they have that many cups in one, like...
So.
Okay, Puckpedia.
So their biggest free agent is a legend. Is a guy. It's Patrick Kane.
And they haven't locked him up yet. So is he going to actually hit free agent?
I don't know. Look,
we talked about it here.
There's so many rumors that he's going to go home to play in Buffalo.
But he's not going to do this. He wants the Cup.
Yeah. So he's going to ring chase. Does he go to Florida?
No.
Maybe.
They're not going to sign him. They're not going to be able to. That's not going to happen.
Does he go to Dallas?
He's going to go to one place. He's coming here. He's going to be a Pittsburgh Penguin.
I want him here, but I don't know if it's realistic.
I could see it happening.
Yeah. But otherwise, they have Craig Smith.
Walking.
Tyler Mott, I think they'll re-sign. Jonathan Berggren. Offer sheet?
Yeah.
Offer sheet, maybe. Elmer Soderblom. I think they hold on to Soderblom. Soderblom is certified big-ass man status.
They're going to give him a bridge.
Certified big-ass man status.
Oh, yeah.
6'8", 247. Ridiculous.
Did you see the defenseman that's a unrestricted free agent?
You mean the Penguins legend?
Penguins legend, Jeff Petrie.
He's going to retire.
Oh, yeah. He should retire after he's playing with us.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he'll stay one more year in Detroit. I don't know. Does he go back to Edmonton for 1 year?
No. Edmonton don't need him. They don't want him.
Well, Edmonton needs to figure something out.
Yeah.
This is the first year in 4 years he didn't crack. Well, he had under 800 minutes on ice. Jeez.
For an old man, that's actually really good.
He only played 44 games this season, so he was hurt for a while.
Yeah. Well, what's new there? Absolutely nothing.
Nope.
All right. From Detroit, what's next? Who would be next? Toronto would be next, right?
No.
No, Detroit.
Florida.
Oh, okay. You're reigning, defending, undisputed, back-to-back Stanley Cup champions.
Yeah.
The Florida Panthers.
So they have guys.
$11 million in cap space, by the way.
So they just re-signed Sam Bennett, 8x8.
Not a shock.
Great value.
Yes.
For the guy who was literally the best playoff performer among everyone. But there's 2 major free agents, 1 forward and 1 defenseman. Let's talk about the forward first. It's the Rat, Brad Marchand.
He's signing there.
You think he's staying?
1 year.
I don't.
I think he's staying.
You're gonna
He loves Florida.
He loves Florida.
Come on, he's staying.
I'm about to shock you where I'm predicting he's going.
Are you saying he's shipping it back to Boston?
No.
Where do you think he's going?
Brad Marchand, in my eye, will be a New Jersey Devil.
No. He's going out west.
No.
I see him going to Vegas.
He could go to Vegas. That's definitely a possibility. Could go to L.A.
No. Where's Evan Rodriguez?
But here's a guy who definitely could go to L.A. Aaron Ekblad.
Yes.
He's not staying.
Oh, no, he's gone.
Not a shot in hell. The Aaron Ekblad era is over, and I think he's going to the Kings.
I think he's actually going to go to. I can see him going to like the Devils.
I don't know. Maybe, but
He's going to get paid.
he's going to get paid.
paid.
He's going to get paid for sure.
Oh, wait, Bob's contract is done after this year?
Yeah. Bobrovsky has 1 year left,
Oh
and they also don't. They also don't have a backup.
no,
So
they have a crap ton of stuff to get done.
So should they re-sign Vanacek? They also just traded for Daniil Tarasov from the Blue Jackets.
He's a restricted free agent.
Yeah. I'd rather have Vanacek. That's just me.
Same.
Tarasov's fine, but I'd much rather have Vanacek. But then looking at other free agents, Tomáš Nosek, he's staying.
Yes,
Nico Sturm, 30 years old,
he's walking.
good fourth liner. For the love of God, Kyle Dubas, sign this man.
We'll see.
I want
hope
Nico
we do.
Sturm. I want Nico Sturm so bad.
We have a lot of room in free agency.
You
so
can
we
get
should
him
use
for a year, $2 million
Yeah.
easily. Why not do it? Why not? He's a 2-time Stanley Cup champion, fourth line forward. Why the hell do you not sign him? Please. Mackie Samoskevich, offer sheet ineligible even. Yeah, I guess he'll stay.
Yeah.
Jacob Megna, walk.
Walk.
Nate Schmidt.
Walk.
You think Nate Schmidt's walking?
Walking.
The shotgun legend. That was awesome.
That was great.
That was great. Yeah, Florida. They gotta get busy.
Yeah, they gotta get busy. They gotta get busy quick.
They gotta get busy. We just had a bunch of lower end Canucks extensions. We got Atu Ratu, Max Sasson, Arshdeep Baines, and Guillaume Brisebois.
Not too bad.
So
Not
none of
crazy.
them over $775 a year.
Okay, that's how it should have been.
All right, let's go to Montreal. Okay, so looking at this year, not that bad. A little bit to do.
They are negative $3.3 million.
Are they actually in the? Oh my God, they're in the red space after the Dobson deal. Oh shit. Okay, that's bad. Okay, so they're gonna have to trade somebody.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be Josh Anderson. I think they're gonna try to get Josh.
They're
Anderson.
still paying Carey Price.
They are still paying Carey Price, but they got to get Josh Anderson's cap hit off the books.
Yes.
They have to. Either him or Kirby Doc. Or Jake Evans. But realistically, Josh Anderson should be on the move. But they have two pretty big free agent forwards. Christian Dvorak.
They're gonna. I think all their free agents are gonna walk.
You think Dvorak, Armia, and Pizzetta are all going to walk?
All gonna walk.
I think they'll re-sign Pizzetta. But
They have
Armia
a lot of entry level deals.
and Dvorak, I think, are gone. Also, Jaden Struble, offer sheet.
Laine's on his last year.
Laine is on his last year. He likes it in Montreal, I think.
Well,
He was good in Montreal.
really good in Montreal.
Yeah. And Jakob Dobes, their young backup goaltender, they gotta keep him. They gotta find a way to keep him.
Yes.
But you gotta get some contract out of there.
I still can't believe they're still paying.
Carey Price. The Noah Dobson
He
contract.
doesn't even play anymore.
The Noah Dobson contract at 9.5. I mean, it's Noah Dobson, but
That's way too much.
I think he would have been fine at 8.5.
Not 9.
No, but it's fine. It's just fine.
It's there. It exists.
Yeah. And then of course they have Suzuki, Caulfield, and Slafkovsky all making 7.6 or more. So, you know.
All right, let's move over to Ottawa.
Ottawa.
They have $8 million in contract space.
All right.
They have.
Ooh.
It's
It's lower end guys though.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
So they don't have a backup. Anton Forsberg is a pending unrestricted free agent. Why not?
Why not?
He's not great.
But he's not bad.
He's better than Tristan Jarry.
Well, anyways, better than Tristan Jarry. I think my current deck hockey goaltender that plays every Sunday is better than Tristan Jarry at this point.
I mean, we need him for 1 year. 1 year deal. Because he had a .917 4 years ago. That's great.
Yes.
Especially for paying $900,000.
Yes.
But since signing a 3-year, $2.75 million deal,
Been
902. Yeah. 890. Ugh. 901. Ugh.
That's still higher than Jarry. So at the end of the day,
his goals against average was down a lot this year. Down to 272, which is good.
Ottawa struggled in defense in general, so
Yeah.
they could have credited that too. I mean, and plus Allmark did not look good.
Also, Travis Hamonic is kind of a big free agent. He's staying.
Yeah.
He's going to stay. 3-year deal, 4-year deal. Nick Cousins, I think, is walking.
I think he's walking too.
Yeah.
And I think Matthew's walking as well.
You think Matthew Highmore is walking?
Yeah. I can see them sign Adam. I can see him sign Hayden.
Yeah. And then Dennis Gilbert,
Probably
walking.
Travis, I could see him walking too. He's 34.
Nah, Hamonic's going to stay. And then Donovan Sabrango. Dude, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, sure, you can stay. Looking ahead to next year. No, they don't need to do that. Shane Pinto is an RFA next year.
That's big.
That's big. But they don't need to re-sign David Perron.
No, they don't.
Penguins legend David Perron.
Yes.
They don't need to re-sign Claude Giroux after the season. Look, I mean Claude Giroux on $2 million for another year. I'll take it if I'm a Sens fan.
Yeah.
For sure. Ottawa's in decent shape.
Yeah. I'll tell you this next team is in perfect shape.
Tampa.
Yeah. Well, look at their contract.
5.4. Oh, we know Cam Atkinson is not staying.
Yes.
So he's gone. Glenn Denning might retire, honestly.
Yeah, and then I could see them figuring out a contract for Gage.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know how to say his last name.
No, that's why.
Nick Perbix.
I can't believe Victor Hedman's getting paid till 2029. That's just insane to me.
I mean, it's Victor Hedman.
He's 34.
It's Victor Hedman. He's got a frickin' Norris.
Yeah.
He's
Ryan McDonough's on his last year.
Yeah, don't re-sign him. Looking ahead to after this season, Nikita Kucherov only has 1 year left.
I think he's going to walk.
You think Nikita Kucherov is going to leave the Tampa Bay Lightning?
Yeah, they don't have a team that can win.
Jake, why'd you go there?
I know. Jake Gardner really upsets me.
Yeah.
We could have brought him back home.
And he's the third highest paid on that team.
That's insane. I mean, rightfully so.
He's Jake Gensel.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's already 30 years old.
Yeah.
By the way,
and a 2-time Cup winner.
Yeah.
At 30 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Well, no, he only was one. He wasn't with the 16 team.
I thought he was.
No.
I'm pretty sure he was.
He wasn't. He was still in Wilkes-Barre.
That's what it is. I knew he was in the franchise.
No, he was drafted in 2013.
Yeah.
It took a while to come up. But yeah, he was still in Wilkes-Barre in 16.
Okay.
So, damn.
Yeah.
Just damn.
The good old days, man.
All right, last team that we have to do a free agency preview on is the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Who had a lot of shit to deal with.
Yeah. So goodbye, Mitch Marner.
Yeah, we already know that was happening.
We already knew. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Come to Pittsburgh, buddy.
He's going to Vegas.
He's going to Pittsburgh.
He's going to Vegas.
He's going to Pittsburgh. I am manifesting it now. After the day we've had, we deserve this. Okay.
All right. Looking at other free agents. So Max Pacioretty retire.
Retire. Yeah.
Probably. Maybe 1 year deal at like $800,000.
What are these people talking about with Matthews? That he's going to leave. He still has 2 years left on his contract.
Yeah. Matthews, he still has 3.
Yeah, 3.
3 at 13.25, which is...
He's not leaving.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
Well, now they're down from paying 4 guys over $10 million to paying 2, which is great.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna re-sign Lawrence.
I could see that.
1 year, $2 million maybe. Lawrence is actually a good fourth liner. Won the Stanley Cup in 2020.
There's a big free agent on this team, not named Mitch Marner. He's currently not on the roster. He's a goaltender.
Matt Murray
is an unrestricted free agent.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
I just slid down.
Wow.
And I saw that.
Oh, wow. No, do not bring him home, please, for the love of God.
Oh, gosh, no.
Because he's going to be bleeding out in 5 minutes.
It's going to be bad.
He's like the new Ben Bishop with the injuries.
Yes.
Which is just...
It's insane.
Yeah. Bad.
I can see Steven walking.
Yeah. No, I see Lawrence staying on a 1-year deal.
No, we have one defenseman leaving, which is good.
You think Hakanpää's gonna?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
Is Nick Robertson gonna get traded?
Yeah, he's gone.
I'm surprised they didn't send him to Utah.
Yeah, me either.
In that Michelli deal, but it didn't happen.
Man, I'm so curious what Mitch Marner's gonna do.
I still think he's gonna get something done with Vegas. But if they get busted for tampering, then
he's screwed. That's why I don't see him going to Vegas.
I still see him going to the Kings. I could still see him going to the Kings.
No, he's coming to Pittsburgh.
Dubas does love his guys.
We're gonna get him and Patrick Kane.
We're not. Yeah. Please go get Brock Besser. Please go get Brock Besser.
How much room do we have?
We have like $20 million.
Okay, so we can sign Marner to a bigger contract.
Not over $10 million, please, for fuck's sake.
No.
Even though he's going to ask for that.
At 8.9.
Vegas was rumored to sign him to a 4x12.
They had that much cap room?
Well, obviously they would get Waugh off the books if they sign and trade him. Vegas has $2 million.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do that.
But if they get Nick Waugh off the books, that's only $3 million off the cap.
Are
they going to end up trading Tomas Hertl?
They're going to have to give up a lot for Marner, which I don't think he's worth losing your entire team for.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that. Also another thing with Vegas, Alex Pietrangelo is out for all next season.
Ooh.
So he's going to be on LTIR after multiple surgeries.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Very rough. Source: in recent weeks, multiple teams have discussing whenever they can trade for Steelers standout T.J. Watt, who skipped the team's recent minicamp. Pittsburgh hasn't shown any willingness to deal Watt so far, but he is unhappy with his contractual situation. Sources believe an outside team interested is likely to increase given today's trade.
All right. Wow. So, one more thing in the NHL segment. We have a new arena name. The Minnesota Wild are no longer playing in XL Energy Center. It is now Grand Casino Arena. What the hell?
Jeez.
What is that? 14-year rights deal. Okay. Bizarre. I hope the lighthouse doesn't leave the arena.
Oh, me too.
Because that's such a cool touch.
It is a very nice touch.
All right. So, is that going to do it for us?
I think that's going to do it for us. After a very eventful day, and I'm scrolling on Twitter trying to see if there's anything else. But that's going to wrap it up for us, is that I'm going to scroll on Twitter, and then I'm going to find something I'm not going to like, and I'm going to be ranting for the next 20 minutes. So I'm going to save your guys' ears, and if I find something, it's going to be a short later on this week.
Yeah.
But until then, this was the Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And we'll see you next week.